Okay, good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to our webinar, the GED Advantage Studying Abroad in England with the University of Northampton. So today's session will walk you through how you can use your GED credential to apply for a degree in the UK and to learn about the benefit of studying at the University of Northampton. So let's begin by introducing our special guest. First, we have Mr. Tawisak or Ben, our Business Development Manager at the GED International. Ben works closely with the learners and schools across the region to expand the GED opportunities and access. And we are delighted to welcome Ms. Hatairat or Am, the Country Manager at the University of Northampton. So Am is the regional representative for Thailand, Myanmar, Indonesia, and Laos, and she will be sharing all the information about the university admission with you today. So before we start, just a quick reminder that feel free to type your question in the chat box at any time, and we will have a Q&A session at the end to answer as many questions as we can. So let's get started. I'll first hand it over to Ben to give a brief overview of the GED program.
Thank you, Marisa. Sawasdee krap. Good evening, Kunam, and good evening, every one of you, wherever you are. So it's nice to see you and connect with you at this time. If we are here in Thailand or the nearby countries, I appreciate your contribution because it's it's evening and you're supposed to be at home with your family, but you still make time to attend it. So appreciation for that. So as Marisa mentioned, I'm working for GED and I'm taking care of international. So I have my slide today that we'd like to share with you. Let me do this. All right, here we go. So today we are going to talk about GED and educational pathway to pursue the higher education, and of course, specifically at Northampton University in UK. So these are all detailed contents that I'd like to go through. So I'm gonna tell you what is GED, whom does a GED belong to, where do they accept GED credential, and how many subjects that the exam consists of. What are the documents the successful test takers would obtain? So you can go to the test, and then after that, what you're gonna get. And where to study preparing for the test. I will show you pretty briefly about our official international tutoring program called GED Complete and GED Express. And we're gonna take a look at some countries in Europe where GED is now welcoming. So to give you an idea, and I know that some of you might know about this before, but still it's good to, know something a little bit more about GED. So GED, General Educational Development, it was initiated in year 1942. So we are easily 82 years until now. And the country of origin is United States or USA. Our credential is a higher secondary certificate, which is aligned to the US 12th grade completion. And it was fully set forth by the US Department of Education. So the exact accrediting body of the credential is the Office of the State Superintendent of Education, which is located in Washington, D.C. You can see the sample of this document later. So because of this accreditation applies to all over 50 states in the US, and not just only in the US, internationally, our credential is listed as the same level as other qualifications, where the typical next step for a student is university enrollment. And I'm sure this is one that all of you are now looking for by attending this session for this evening. So whom does GED belong to? We belong to two organizations. The first one is Pearson, and the second one is American Council of Education, or ACE in short. Pearson is actually a public company listed in FTSE in United Kingdom. And GED, we are under the group called ELS, which is Enterprise Learning and Skill. This is the vision of Pearson. I will show you later about the structure of the company as well. And GED, we are dedicating to live up to the quality of life of the learners globally. So this is pretty brief. And this is the logo of Pearson. We just launched it, in April. This is our new logo and the color that we have. And this is the motto, Pearson, helping people realize the life they imagine through learning. And we are the lifelong learning company. And as I said, we are listed in stock company. So a lot of information, it needs to be publicized. So this is one of which I took this. This is the latest information just to give you how and where Pearson is in terms of business expansion. So Pearson has 5 business units. Let me go fast. We have assessments and qualification, A&Q in short. We have virtual learning, higher education. So these two, virtual learning and higher education, you're going to be one of the clients once you go to study at the university, because we have a lot of these products and imprints under these two groups. We also have what we call English language learning, or ELL. Some of you might encounter our titles before. This is the helping the students to learn English. And the last one is called Enterprise Learning and Skills, or ELS in short. So this is where GED is sitting. So roughly for this chart, what they can tell you is that assessment and qualifications group contributing to 43% of sales for Pearson. And you will have this kind of service granted to you when you are ready to go for the test. So you will go to the test center that administered by Pearson Assessment. And by the way, Pearson Assessment is one of the biggest 3 assessments company in the world. So, you can see here that we are all under Pearson Group, and ELS, or Enterprise Learning and Skills, are at the 5th group, which is sort of like, the smallest group under all the peers that we have under Pearson. Right. So back to GED, the GED graduates, the benefit is that they could apply to study at the higher education institutes, having GED credential as a proven equivalency in completing the high school level. So since today we will be look towards the Northampton University, you will be given more about that information from Kudam. But roughly, I can just tell you that, internationally, we have been welcomed by many countries. And let's take a look at numbers of countries from this slide. So where do they accept GED credential? You got numbers here which are enlarged. You got 100, 21, and 98. What are they? So 100 is numbers of countries, 100 countries that our credential has been welcomed. So it's not small numbers. We have more than 21 million test takers that tested GED exam worldwide. And in the US itself, we have more than 90% of the US colleges and universities accepting the GED credential. And just to update you the news, I think we got that yesterday and today. The current administration of the US government, they try to limit numbers of the students from overseas to study over there. And they started with a few universities. So I think it's a good chance for you to also consider other continents. And of course, Europe and UK will be the one that you can, looking into it starting from today. All right, so numbers of subjects that GED exam consists of. Well, the exams are delivered in English language, and the measurement of skills and knowledge we do that for reading, writing in science, mathematics, social studies, as well as critical thinking and problem solving. Those will be examined. So just to let you know that when you go to study at the higher education, which is university level, we need to be able to think critically. We need to be able to do the problem solving. And these two skills, regardless of the disciplines that you're going to study, they are really crucial. I mean, it is essential for you to have this kind of information. So, I mean, it's good for you to be tested by the GED. The numbers of the max score for each subject for 4 subjects is 200. And to pass it, you need to have at least 145. And approximately the combined testing time for all 4 subjects is 8 hours. But it doesn't mean that you will come and test consecutively in one day. I don't encourage that. You can test one by one according to your readiness. So these 4 subjects, we have reasoning through language arts, or RLA. Sometimes we call it as English. The second one is also the reasoning, but it's mathematics. And we have science and social studies. So these are the 4 subjects. Then what are the documents when you are successful in passing, what you're going to obtain when you pass all 4 subjects? Let's take a look. This is the one that you will earn, the GED diploma. So as I said before, it's this one issued by Office of the State Superintendent of Education. And you take a look over there at the far left, you see that it's from Office of the State. And this is from District of Columbia or Washington, D.C. So you're going to be given this GED diploma. And another one is the transcript. So both will be sent to you. How we can send to that and how that you will be receiving? Well, we're going to send this to your registered email address. So my suggestion for you is that once you register as the GD student and it's free, you can come to the website. Make sure that you indicate your email address correctly. Otherwise, when you pass it and you won't receive all these 2 documents, you'll be like, hey, you have some other things or headed things that you got to reach us to get this. So my suggestion is that make sure that you have registered correctly with your email address. And another thing is that these 2 documents will be given to you in the electronic form. So it is recommended once you receive these 2, just copy, save it in your laptop or whatever that you have. If you don't do that within 6 months, these 2 documents will be automatically disappear. So better do this, because in the US or UK or many institutions, now they will ask you just to submit the electronic format, not the physical document anymore. Right. And as I mentioned before, when you would become the GD student, the first website that I would suggest you to come to is this gd.com/en. With this slash, it is meant for international. So you will be brought to this web page. And when you are preparing to study, of course, you are allowed to study that yourselves or with any tutorial schools that you feel comfortable with. And another choice is that if you like to learn and to check where are the tutorial schools that are authorized, with the GED, we call it authorized test prep partners. You can come here and click upon this one. And then once you key in the country, all the test prep centers that are the official or authorized partners with that particular country will be listed. So this sample is the one taken from Thailand. So of course you can connect them and you can search for information. So even though you are looking for Thailand, but we also have added the nearby country as well. So here you see that most of them are located in Thailand, but also we have one located in Myanmar, which is our neighboring country. All right. And then once you have prepared for the test, and then now you're ready to go for the real test. To like to see and to know where are the test centers located nearby. Again, you come here and click upon this, where to test. And then, all the test centers available will be listed. So given that now you are in Thailand, and then you are looking for studying at Northampton University in UK, you can still come to test at these test centers here in Thailand. Regardless of the places in the world, you will be given and you will be provided with a test. So, we are really international. So you can test at the country that you are convenient. And then if you like to study by yourselves, you are away and you prefer to study online. So we have two choices for you. This is the one endorsed by us. It's called GD Complete and the GD Express. So I will not go through in details, but just to tell you that if you like to pay economically and you don't mind to study with the video clips and something that automatically set, you can choose this one with the Express, which is 100 US dollar for 3 months. But if you feel comfortable to pay at once, you can pay with a discount and the value is just 285 US dollar just one time. Anyway, if you feel comfortable to study with the tutor online with a live tutoring and you be given, in the group selected who have the similar readiness with your level. So you can consider this GD complete. It's just only 80 bucks per month. And the good thing about these two products, regardless which one that you're going to pay, you are allowed to gain accessibility for 12 months. So, I mean, it's quite beneficial because some of you can do it fast or, you have some time that you cannot control and you're busy with a lot of things. So you can choose this. And it's going to be really convenient for you to study yourself online. All right. So looking at the numbers that we have, actually, as I told you earlier on the previous pages, that there are 100 countries welcoming GED credential worldwide. But if we just want to specifically look into the European countries, where are they? So these are some of the countries, just to name a few, that they are accepting GED as well. So you get United Kingdom, and of course, Northampton will be one of which that you would love to consider. We have Ireland here, we have Germany, Hungary, Romania, and of course, many more. My suggestion for you is that I would suggest you to contact the admission officers with those universities directly because some of this information they might not have it available online. So it's still recommended for you to check that by yourself, right? So this is pretty brief and pretty concise. And if you got any questions after this, I would be happy to answer later. So may I turn the mic to you, Kun Marisa, or Kun Am, would you mind taking over, please?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Kun Ben, for all the information about GED. And it's my privilege to introduce the University of Northampton to all the GED test taker and student who interest to apply with their GED result. Okay. Uh, So at the University of Northampton, we are in the UK, we are government university and not far from London. We would like to welcome a student with GED result, which is amazing option for a student who would like to take a, should I say, a shortcut to come to the university. So I'm going to introduce the University of Northampton to you as one of the best choice for study in the UK for your undergraduate degree. The university located in Northamptonshire, which is not far from London. It's just 1 hour from London, 1 hour from Birmingham. We are near Oxford and Cambridge. So we are centrally located in the UK. We have a modern campus, which is built just in around 2019. So the campus is very new, but the university has been there for a long time. We are university that focus on employability and opportunity for the student to continue to stay in the UK or a chance to work in the UK as well for many students in Southeast Asia that may be interested to work. We have the work placement option and opportunity that you can extend the visa and stay on after the degree as well. As for a ranking, we are awarded TEF Gold and Silver by the UK government. So you can be sure that studying in the University of Northampton, you'll be offered one of the highest quality of teaching in the UK with a very good ranking in employability, which means you not come here just only study, but you have an opportunity to work or find a job after study as well. This is a photo of the town, the Northampton town, which is around 1 hour from London City. So the town is very nice town. It's safe for studying. And when you walk along, you will see the 7th century buildings and all the new building as well. This town is famous for leather technology and is a home of Princess Diana. She lived and grew up here. So it's a very nice place to study. We have the campus that's just newly built by the government investment around 330 million pounds just few years back. It's called the Waterside Campus. So this is the campus that you'll be studying. There are the study building and accommodation. It's just a short walk into town where you can find work, find a part-time job that you can work for up to 20 hours per week. You can live inside the dorm here, or you can live outside as well. The off-campus accommodation are also available. So we have the library that's open 24/7 for students to, do their work or research. We have many courses that we offer to international students. Most popular courses that for Southeast Asian and Thai student may be the business related course, hotel, for example. We have these are the hotel buildings that are located in the Waterside campus. The University of Northampton actually own many business or partner with many business in Northamptonshire. So they offer opportunity for students to work or find a placement or do a consultancy projects with business. So you will really get a hands-on knowledge about what you're studying at the university. Parents also can come to visit and stay at the hotel that inside the university and owned by the university as well. Yeah, this is the photos of the Waterside campus. It's beautiful near the river and it's a very safe and, not the very busy town like in London or in other big cities. Very suitable for study and save a lot of money in terms of living cost. We have studios for those students who would like to study screen, filming, printing, arts, yeah, all this. At the university, we have around 14,000 students and around 60 to 70 Thai students, 10 to 20 students from Myanmar, for example. So we have a community, not so big, and students also can join the club or they can set up their own society as well, free of charge. So these are examples of club and society that we offer at the university. So student with GED, we can accept the student who has GED result onto the year one. So you actually skipping 1 year comparing to many other university where they will require you to do the foundation year. But we can consider for the student to join our 3 years degree program when you have the GED result of 600 or more. Okay. And after you finish the bachelor degree, student can choose to continue on to master degree with scholarship, or they can stay on to work in the UK as well. If student who would like to continue on to master, they will also have a placement option if they want to work in the UK. So that's this year in a placement year, we'll introduce student to work and get the real hands-on knowing the industry and increased opportunity for students to be able to find job for another 2 years as a post-study work. Okay, these are master courses with work placement. I just give an example, but I know GED student will be looking at the UG program, which we have around 100 plus programs to offer. We have two main intakes, which is September and January. All the courses will start in September, in late September, and some courses will be starting in January as well. Yeah. So not only go there to study, right? We can work part-time or during the placement year or a sandwich year. We have the department called the unit temp at the university where they will be helping students to find job part-time and full-time. So these are the placement example where students can work in a high brand company like this, or they can work with a startup business in Northamptonshire as well. We have the center that help students or people to hatch new business as well. So that will be a great opportunity for students who want to do something in the UK too. About English, apart from the GED result, you will be required to take IELTS. So for undergraduate, we require IELTS 6.0 with no band below 5.5. So then you will go direct into the year one. But for student who has lower score, for example, you have IELTS 5.0, then you'll be required to take online pre-sessional English for 6 weeks and then progress on to the year one. Or if you have a lower score, we have a longer pre-sessional English, which can be done online. So that will save the living cost while you study pre-sessional, and then you can fly into UK to do the main course, the undergraduate. We also offer online test. If you don't want to take IELTS, you can book for the internal English test, which we offer for free. It will be 2 parts, speaking and writing, and it will just take around 1.5 hours. Yeah. So if you haven't taken IELTS yet and you want to test the English or you want to try our internal English, you can book as well. So we know, what study plan's gonna be. Talking about the cost of living, which is very important for international students, cost of living in Northamptonshire is one of the cheapest place to live in the UK because maybe we don't have the key attraction where tourists will come. Most will be people who live here and commute to London or they commute to Birmingham to work. for example. So the community will be residential area and university. So that's make cost of living in Northamptonshire is one of the cheapest. You can look at the accommodation. The rent will start from 100 per £100 per week, which is really affordable and really recommend this for students who will have to stay in the UK for quite a long time, for 3 years, for example. So we need to choose the affordable choice. We also offer scholarship for students, for international students. So in general, our tuition fee is around 25% lower than other university in general. And the living cost could be 50% cheaper comparing to London or other big cities in the UK. About budget, so it's recommended that students prepare around £1,000. This will be inclusive of rent, food, shopping, approximately entertainment, clothes, and all. So we recommend that the student prepare around £1,000 for their living expense in Northampton. About the tuition fee, this is tuition fees for 2025, this September and January. For undergraduate, it will be £15,700. This will be the whole academic year, and this can be paid in 3 installments. So the first installment will be £7,000, where you pay after you receive the offer from us. Then it can be paid in the second and third semester. So 3 installments for the tuition fees. Talking about the scholarship, this year we are offering up to 30% scholarship for students applying from Myanmar or Thailand or many of the Southeast Asian countries, making the tuition fees very affordable. And special for our scholarship, this will be applied for every year of study. So if you come for 3 years, you receive the 30% scholarship, you will receive it every year of your study and continue on to master degree as well. Yeah. So for GED result that we offer scholarship, for example, if you have 730 in GED, you will be awarded 30% scholarship. But if you have little lower than that, we have another scholarship as a competition. It's called personal statement writing competition. You can write about why you would like to be awarded scholarship. And when you go to study in a university, what would you like to transform, or how would you help use the degree or knowledge from studying to help change your community or the business that you are in, for example. This will be 10 to 30% scholarship without taking any score or result into consideration. And the graduate scholarship for students who finish the first degree, bachelor degree, and then they want to continue on to master, they will also be awarded the 30% scholarship. So estimate the cost. We have the tuition fees and we have the cost of living. If you receive the 30% scholarship for 1 year, the cost that you have to prepare in general will be around £22,000. That without working part-time. So if you go there, you can also work part-time up to 20 hours per week. Okay, so and the minimum wage is around £11 per hour. So in general, if you work for 20 hours per week, it will cover all the living cost. Like eating, going out, accommodation, it will cover all this. Okay, we have accommodation, which is important things for international student, right? We offer the on-campus accommodation. It's called Waterside Village, or for those who like to stay in the center of the town, We also have the town center accommodation called the St. John. And for budget student who would like to save money, we have the accommodation that about 20 minutes away by bus. That would be very affordable. So you have all the choice that suitable for you. This is waterside village. Okay, it will be as in the photo, and the price range from 150 to around almost 200 pounds. This is the most expensive choice for accommodation, but you're right next to study buildings, library, and just inside the campus, which is newly built. Yeah. So many of our students will they prefer the ensuite room, which means they have their own room just like this and their own bathroom. Yeah, there are other options as well. For example, standard shared bathroom which will cost less. This one is the town center for students who like to work part-time easily and stay in the best part of town. Yeah. This one is a budget one. It's a little bit further away, but we have the free shuttle bus for you to commute to the town center or to study in the waterside campus. So price will be really affordable. It's just around 118 pounds per week. This is inclusive of bills, electricity, water, everything. So yeah, this is a great choice for students who stay there for a long time. Uh, if you has your result or planning to come to the University of Northampton or plan to apply for our scholarship this September 2025, you can prepare this document. It's a result, passport, personal statement, writing why you would like to choose this course, why you would like to apply to the University of Northampton, and CV if you have, and one reference. It could be your tutor or your employer. Yeah, and this can be sent to the university to apply. There is no application fee, so I encourage any student who would like to apply for a scholarship to send their document. Okay, so you will receive the offer letter. So after you submit your document to us, then you will get the offer letter. This offer letter will say how the university accept you onto the course, what are the conditions, how much is the tuition fees per year, uh, what are other documents that you need to send and how to proceed, for example. So that way you can plan your study better after you receive this official letter from the university. Once you have complete all the condition, you can pay the deposit and then prepare for visa application. The UK visa is quite straightforward and it will take around 2 weeks after you submit the visa. And during the time, you can also book accommodation after you pay deposit and confirm with the university. So you can choose the three choice where you want to stay, or you might want to stay off campus. Around the campus, there will be accommodation for students as well. Yeah. So last week of September, we will have the arrivals and you can prepare all the booking, confirm accommodation, airport pickup, and your flight to arrive in the UK around the last week of September. Yeah, so these are kind of all the process, and I just want to encourage you to try to prepare your document and send it first to get the offer letter, the conditional offer letter. So you can get that to plan your study. So this is about the University of Northampton, about the teaching excellence that guaranteed by the UK government. That is one of the best teaching quality in the UK. The employability for students who'd like to get a hands-on degree and opportunity to work after their study. We have up to 93% 10-year running of the highest ranking in employability. So it's more than just coming to do a degree. You have other things, placement, industry experience to do as well. And about the location, that is, we are not far from London. Actually, Northampton is right next to London. But if you say we take the train from the Northampton town center to London Zone 1 in the middle, it will take around 50 minutes only. So you can go to London, you can go to Oxford or Cambridge to travel on weekends. Yeah. While living in the most affordable town in the UK to study. And don't forget about the scholarship that we offer up to 30%. That's quite a high value scholarship. Value up to £5,000 a year. Yeah. So I really would like to invite GED students or those who already have the result to submit their result and try to get an offer from us with scholarship. You can contact me in telephone number here, or you can add my line ID or email me at this email hathairat.lerjanyakit@northampton.ac.uk. Or any question that you may have, you can type in the chat box now or contact me later as well.
Thank you, Hathairat, and thank you, Kun Ben, for your introduction. And I love your university. It really looks beautiful. Um,
Thank you.
yeah. So we have a few questions in the chat box and also some questions coming in to me. I'll read it out. So I have question about the scholarship. If I score the GD below 650, uh,
Mm.
am I still eligible for any scholarship?
Yes, of course. Uh, if not taking the result into consideration, we have the personal writing competition. So you can write your personal statement telling us why you would like to be awarded the scholarship and what change can you make in your community after you earn the degree, for example, and send it to me. So that will be considered for 10 to up to 30% scholarship.
Mm, okay. And then are there foundation or pathway programs available if I don't meet the direct entry requirements?
Yeah. So if you has the GED result, but it less than 600, yeah. So you can take the foundation. So that will make the bachelor degree 4 year, not 3 year.
Okay. Okay, so I have another question. When is the deadline to submit a personal statement
Yeah,
for?
we encourage the student to submit as soon as possible because we are after application, we still has more to do in process. For example, accepting offer or booking accommodation. If you submit really late, then accommodation could be full or the process that we need to prepare. If you apply for visa in Myanmar, it could take much longer as well. It could take up to 6 or 7 weeks, for example. So we really encourage students to apply as soon as you can. You can apply now. You don't have to have all the documents ready. You can submit with your current result. Yeah. And for those who doesn't have IELTS yet, you can also apply. So we can invite you to take the internal English test, which is free of charge, and you can take it online.
Thank you. I have another few questions. Does the university offer internship or like finding jobs after graduation?
Yes, we have a great team to support students in finding jobs. After graduate, the student can extend their visa in the graduate route up to 2 years. So before finish study, you should be contacting the team to help you to find job or placement or work in the UK. Yeah. So we have a great team to offer all kind of support from giving you information, helping you with the CV, grooming, and helping you, introducing you to employer.
Okay. I have last question here. Can I apply for both GED scholarship and the personal statement competition?
Yes, of course, you can apply for both. However, the highest scholarship will be 30%. So it will not be combined. If you already have the high GED score and awarded 30% scholarship already, then that's the maximum.
Okay. And if I have questions related to GED, whom should I talk to? So I guess you can contact Kun Hattairat
Yes.
from the contact us details here.
Yep.
Okay. Which English proficiency test is more suitable to take, IELTS or Duolingo?
Actually, IELTS will be more suitable. Or if you haven't taken any, you can try our internal English test because it's free. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And all right, does anyone have any further question? Um, we will record this and upload on our GD YouTube channel anyway. So if anyone has any further inquiries, you can watch this video again, this recording again. And I'm sure that Kun Hattairat will be happy to answer all your inquiries about the University of Northampton today. We are delighted to have you, Kun Hattairat, today because we're glad that the University of Northampton taking the GED students straight to year one and offer like scholarships and competition to the GED students as well.
Yes. We would like to welcome GD student to year one in any courses that we offer at the University of Northampton.
Thank you. Okay, Ben, do you have anything else?
Well, that's all that I have as well. It's good to hear what Kunetrat has presented. Too bad at this age I cannot be the applicant anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Lucky the students now are so lucky, I think.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're right, and I agree with that, Kunatarat. So, I mean, for all of those audience, I think you have received some of very useful information today from Kunatarat. And yeah, please consider, even we're one of you, I would now surely consider Northampton University. I think it's so glad, especially nowadays, that, we need to make sure that economy function is one of which that we treasure, right? But university is still also providing really good quality of all those ones. So, I mean, if I were one of two students, I would consider that. But anyway, it's good to have this session with you, Kunatarat, and we look forward to having another chance coming on the way. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for joining us today. We'll see you again with the next webinar. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you, everyone.